Aries, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Aries, I'm here to do a reading for you. It is not for the week ahead. It is for the month of May. I hope that you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you are brand new, and this is the first time you're clicking at 10 of Cups Tarot, I welcome you. I would love to see you in the comments if you want to let me know that you're new. I'm always in the comments. Thank you so much for those of you who are the ride or dies, the one who keeps clicking here, sharing, subscribing, being in the comments, and the thumbs up does tell the algorithm that you do like this programming, and it brings a bunch of other fire signs running. So thank you so much for doing this, my fire family. I'm here to do a monthly reading for you. We are going to start out with one card from the sign of the Times Oracle. We're going to pick 3 cards. This is going to be the overall energy. We're going to pick 3 cards from the Quantum Oracle, which are going to be beginning, mid-month, and end. And then we're going to use this space here for the advice from the universe. For those of you who want to stick around for the end of the reading, I am going to specifically read for love. This is the Lover's Oracle, and we do have the Soul's Journey Oracle to give you some energy for love. Let's find out what's going on for you. Aries, my fire family. Look, I'm a Sag rising. I love the fire energy. It is mine as well. Thank you so much for your energy. Tell me what's coming up for Aries, please. In the month of May, let's take a look at the month of May for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Sunflower, which is action. I love it. We have card number 34. I feel like the universe is really blessing you this month. I feel like something is about to open up for you here. We see the sunflower that is opened. And, you know, sunflowers, they face the sun. So if you live in the countryside, anywhere where you have access to a field of sunflowers, you will see them all turned in the same direction, always turned toward the sun. I want to say this action energy tells me that you're going to feel fueled by the sun this month. I want to say that you are about to take action on something that's about to open up for you, that the sun is casting light here. Nothing hides from the sun and everything grows under it. And I think that includes you, right? Personally, professionally, something is about to open up here, appear, I would say. It almost looks like an eye, right? It does look like an eye. It's like you're about to see something that you didn't see before because the sun wasn't here, because it wasn't illuminated. Bottom of the deck, we have good luck. It says coins. We have 11 cents here. It's card number 10. And I want to say that in the future, you have a new cycle opening. It's a new beginning, right? Because the 10 breaks down to a 1. And we have something that is auspicious here, because we do have 11, right? 11 is the number of your awakening, right? When you first begin to wake up to your life and what's going on here. Looks like it's about to be a good month. Oh yeah, I'm just hearing from Forrest Frank, I think, sings a song called Good Day. I'm gonna have a good day in no matter what they say. What does he say? It's a good day because God and the universe know me by my name. It's going to be a good day. So Forrest Frank, if you haven't heard that song, it's playing in my head right now. And I feel like that's what your month is going to be like. It's like you're going to wake up to your life, wake up to seeing things. It's going to be a good day. You're going to be able to see things that are quite clear. Yeah, you're going to be able to make good decisions. You are going to be getting a lot of attention, it looks like. The honoring path. So the honoring path is a place where you are like on the stage, being seen by other people, being seen by people that maybe have not seen you before. It feels like you're stepping out into the sunshine, Aries, where the spotlight's going to be on you and something is about to open up. People are going to see you clearly for who you are. And I think who you are is the leader, right? You are definitely the one that leads us into the new astrological year, right? You are the leader of the zodiac and you usher in spring. I feel like people are going to see you for exactly who you are. I feel like you are beautiful, feminine or masculine, inside and out. It feels like people are cheering you on as you're on a stage. Maybe you're going to be an actor, maybe you speak publicly, maybe you have some sort of a presence online, but it feels like you are going to be collecting a lot of attention in the month of May. We do have family, friends, and guides. I feel like you are supported. So whether it's people that are here in the 3D with you or people that are on the other side that have gone to the next realm before you. I feel like that with this person kind of floating on water, I want to say that family, friends, and guides, you are being led to the right place. I feel like some of your guides could be here on the earth, and they are people who teach you things, right? Whether you like the things they teach you or not, they are people who teach you things. They could be family, they could be friends, but I feel like you also do have guides that are in another realm that are watching over you, whispering in your ear, the still small voice that you hear. We do have letting go. So at the end of the month, it feels like there is something that you're letting go of. I love this card. It's like my favorite card in this deck because it does show a lot of things in this picture, right? So we show somebody here who has a woman's body, but please understand that we don't know if it's masculine leaning or feminine leaning energy in there. We assume it's feminine leaning, but even if it is, there is also masculine energy in there because we all, people, plants, and animal, have both of them, right? So she has animals here who dearly love her, who are trying to hold her back from her destiny, which is the path that she's trying to lean toward here. But understand that these dogs are not, she doesn't have those leashes, they're not connected to her, like she's not trapped within the leash. She can let go at any time. And I feel like at the end of the month, there are some people who wish for you to stay in their vibration, but you got to go, Aries. I really feel like you're destined for greatness here. And I feel like you must make the decision to pull away and to take the third door. That's what I feel like. Although there are going to be people in your life who love you, they would rather you stay in their vibration or stay around them rather than go on your own path. The bottom of the deck says joyous fun. So it does feel like this is going to be a good month for you here. Let's clarify a little bit, and then we will get to, look at that, just fell out, your wish fulfillment and the Ten of Cups. We're going to clarify this a little bit, and then we're going to get to some advice. Oh yes, before we get to clarifying, let's pull some cards for love so you know what's coming up at the end of the reel here. Tell me about Aries in love, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries in love. Give me one card for Aries in love, please. All right, we have romance. There it is, the one that is the top card, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. And then we have sacred union. I'm going to take them both. They feel like they belong together. It says honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. So there is some sort of a romantic thing coming up here. You're manifesting miracles, my friend. So something that you feel that you could never have in love, I feel is the thing that you are manifesting. Let's take one card for energy here about the love, and then we'll go and clarify for the whole month here. We have empathy. This has been coming up in a lot of the readings for the month. It says, I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. So I feel like this sacred union here, whoever this is with, you might be with this person already, maybe you're not, but the romance Cupid's arrow strikes tells me, for those of you who are not, that there is a sacred union coming in. What does that mean? It means somebody that you feel like you've known forever. It's a really easy flowing relationship. The sacred union, it's sacred. It's made from the universe, right? So it is something that's really easy. It's between two people who have quite a lot of empathy. So it's a very empathic type of relationship here. So empathy says, yep, you're seeing things from both sides, not only your side, but their side too. We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that is enshrining my soul. So I feel like you are on some type of a health journey, my friend, in the month of May. That's what it feels like. Let's find out what the overall energy says. And it's Sunflower. I love this card in this deck. Card number 34 says it's a 7. And for me, 7s are about heaven. They're about good luck, heavenly things. The universe gets involved. And I feel like the universe is pointing you toward the sun, toward happiness, toward growth, toward opening your eyes to something that possibly you didn't see before. Tell me how, and it's action. It's you. You're fire. You take action, right? Tell me about action, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Nine of Wands. So Aries, Aries, I feel like I should tell you that it feels like there is going to be some type of heartbreak in the month of May. It feels like something is disappointing you currently. Like currently as we throw these cards, I feel like something you're feeling disappointed about that you want to speak about. You're about to liberate yourself from a situation that's been exhausting. It feels like you thought it would never end, or maybe you've been holding on to the last wand, hoping that you could stay in this energy, but it feels like it's becoming quite burdensome for you. Now, it feels like with the Queen of Swords here that you're about to liberate yourself from a situation. I want to say the Queen of Swords is the one that stands up, says what she says, means what she says. She's not aggressive. She is assertive, and she will be very honest. And not everybody will hang out with the Queen of Swords because of it. But I feel like it's about what's going on inside you. It's your integrity. It's your trust. It's your honor. It's your nobility. And I feel like all of those things belong with the Aries energy. Look, every Aries that I know, and I know a lot because I'm a Taurus, I follow Aries everywhere, right? I feel like that you are somebody who is noble and honest and truthful, and you're very much about saying what is on your mind and saying it in a kind way, but saying it nonetheless. And so I feel like that being stifled or not saying what you needed to say is feeling exhausted for you. But in the month of May, the sun is on you here. You're about to take action, and those are wands, right? That's the action. Maybe we'll see the Ace of Wands here, but the Ace of Wands will help you drop these burdens that you've been carrying. It feels like something has stalled here, my friend. That's what it feels like. We've got the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, and when in the upright, the Knight of Pentacles has taken their sweet ass time, but for a good reason, because we want to do this once. We want to do it right. I want to make sure I have all of the information that I need before I make a decision. But when we're here, we're kind of stuck. We're not moving, not putting any energy into it, feeling a bit lazy. Maybe I should just leave it where it is. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, but I feel like you can't be stifled. The Nine of Pentacles is where you're at. You're confident. You're somebody who can take care of whatever's going on all by yourself. You really don't need help. So the Sunflower here, I feel like what you are coming to the realization of, or what you're going to see under the sun, is that I feel like you're going to put your back to the heartbreak, or I want to say that you're about to stand up and be liberated from a situation. And I feel like you have to put this heartbreak behind you. You have to ignore it, put it behind you. It's time for you to heal. Four Swords are here with the one in the hand of the Queen. And it's time for you to pay attention to the Nine Wands, that you are really heavily laden, exhausted. But I want to say, please don't quit. Don't quit going after what you want. Don't quit wanting to be liberated. Don't quit saying the truth. All right. Tell me about the honoring path. You're about to get a lot of attention this month. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, acting, being out front, maybe online, but you're about to get a lot of attention this month here. We do have the Page of Wands. It's going to be very exciting. I feel like you have people gathering to see what Aries is doing. That's what it feels like. The Page of Wands is excitement. People want to know what your new path is. What are you doing on your new path, Aries? But it's exciting, and people are watching you. We do have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is your decision to allow people to see you for who you really are and what you're doing. Whatever it is that you're creating in your world, people are very interested in here. So we do have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You're no longer stuck in your head. You're no longer placing yourself in a mental jail. You've decided to release it and let it go. It's time for you to follow the path, to get on this really exciting, fiery path here. We do have the Seven of Wands. You're hesitating, right? Of course. It feels like you're about to step out into the sun, or out into the sunshine, or out into the light, under the spotlight. And it's gonna, of course, it gathers a lot of people who are on the honoring path. Ones who are cheering you on, clapping for you. They're watching everything that you do, and they like the things that you're doing. But there's also going to be the haters, the ones who are, that you left in that vibration back there. The ones who aren't brave enough to go where you're going, right? So I feel like you have to keep those people at arm's length. It's not like you have to cut them out of your life, Aries, but I feel like you need to keep the naysayers at bay. I feel like you need to keep your boundaries tight and keep the naysayers at bay. Whenever you are about to bust through the ceiling of a new vibration, you're always going to have the haters and the naysayers. Keep them behind your boundaries. Tell me, in the middle of the month, we have friends, guides, and family. What's going on here? We have the King of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. So I feel like there is some unrest going on in some type of a relationship you have. The King of Cups to me is, well, of course, is Scorpio, but also Pisces and Cancer. It's a general reading. But the King of Cups to me is someone who is very stoic on the surface. To me, it's like a father or a grandfather or somebody who's trying to mentor you, someone that you kind of can't break the surface with this person. I want to say that this is someone who's very traditional, and it almost feels like it's someone that you chose to follow in a traditional spiritual or religious sense. I want to say that there is something going on between you and the King of Cups, whoever this person is to you. Could be a friend, could be a lover, feminine or masculine, but it feels like there is something going on that's really rocky between you and the King of Cups. I want to say that you're juggling and struggling, either with the relationship, or maybe you're juggling and struggling your emotions, showing your emotions on the surface, or being, showing everybody, the emotions on the surface. I feel like the Hierophant is telling me that you're a traditional person, that you are on your own path. You're moving slow, that you are a spiritual teacher. That might be why you're on the honoring path. It might be why you're having to step out front, that you are a spiritual teacher, a teacher nonetheless, that you might be teaching people who are in sort of a juggle and a struggle about the King of Cups, letting them know that they don't got to stop what they're doing if they're not really getting any success, if they're juggling and struggling. I feel like you're a teacher who is showing people how to keep things under the surface, keep stoic on the surface, because that's where the power is. When you don't react to somebody and boom, right? The trigger goes off and you react. I feel like you're teaching people that there's value in keeping things under the surface. And I really do feel that there is value there. Tell me what you're letting go of at the end of the month here, Aries. This is curious energy here. You are letting go of some sort of energy you've been carrying with you. And I really do believe that these people you've been keeping behind the boundaries are some of the people who would be naysayers, hoping you don't make it so they could say, see, I told you, being brave and taking a risk wasn't going to work for you. We do have the Six of Pentacles. So you're letting go of people who are just using you for money, who are using you for stability, who are using you for charity. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if it's money or if somebody is maybe asking you to support them in some way in their endeavor. It feels like there are a lot of people who are asking you for your time. And it could be in the Pentacle world. It could be in your job. It could be something in the 3D. Maybe people want to use your car or want to stay at your house. Or it feels like you've been giving a lot of people a lot of charity, I want to say, and you need to let go of that. It's time for you to get out of this vibration of sacrificing self and staying in this spot here, sacrificing self, because you know that these people love you, Aries. You know that they have good intentions, but even good intentions can keep you tethered to a spot that you don't want to be tethered in. Look, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. You've got things to do, my friend. Yeah, it feels like, they're holding you back, but they're doing it for the right reasons. Like, I don't feel like these are people who wish bad things on you, but I do feel like there are people who are acting selfishly in their own vibration, and they know that you're going to take care of everything. Money, whatever's in the Pentacle world, that you're going to give them charity. You're going to make sure that they have what they need. But I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, it's time for you to get confident. It's time for you to say to these people, look, I built myself from the first pentacle all the way up. I built it on my own. And I'm not going to give it away to everybody. I'm not going to make myself destitute just because you're not working as hard as me, or you're not going after your dreams, or you're not doing the things that you should be doing in order to find your own Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you go from the 9 to the 10 because you're letting go. I feel like you find that extra pentacle. So whether this is money, attention, 3D stuff, maybe it's a long-term relationship, whatever it is for you, I feel like because you let go of the Six of Pentacles, you flourish. And please take a little bit of time to to put in the hard work on yourself and to birth whatever it is that is coming here. It's, she's pregnant. She's pregnant with an idea, with something. It could be a child for sure for some of you, but she's pregnant with an idea or a creative thing, or she's ready to put the really hard work into taking care of the self, right? Taking care of the self. When you're pregnant, you're thinking about another person. You're not thinking about yourself. You're putting in the hard work on your health. So I feel like that's what you're doing. Whether you are with child or not, it doesn't really matter. Let's take a look at some tarot to clarify. Let's find out what the universe is telling you with this advice here. What is the advice about this reading for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. We've got the Page of Swords. Remain the student, Aries. Even though you're getting these honors, the attention, you're putting yourself in the sun, right? So you're getting this attention. People see you as the spiritual teacher. You're teaching them to hold back or be stoic or mind their energy. And by that, I mean, this King of Cups is someone who is emotionally available, emotionally intelligent, but they also are someone who's not reacting to things. They are someone who is reserving their response for what is necessary. They're not going to boom. They're not going to react to a situation. I feel like that's what feel like the family and friends have taught you that. They've made you. It feels like you have like rocky relationships around you, like people who are struggling in their own vibrations. And I feel like they've always relied on you to take them out, like to pull them out. But I feel like the family and friends are the ones who need you to be the spiritual teacher the most. It's a lesson you need to learn so you can share it with other people. And if you don't learn the lesson, you can't share it. So I feel like in this energy here, you are letting go. You're supposed to be remaining as the student. But look, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And so I feel like your students are ready. I feel like your guides are ready to assist you. And I feel like the students are ready. It's time for you to not only be the teacher, but remember that whatever you learn, you must learn the things before you can teach them. And so I think that you see the value in remaining the student as well as the teacher. We do have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is the one who is all full of words. You might have a Gemini placement. You don't have to, or maybe an Aquarius placement. But we do have the Knight of Swords who charges in with a whole pile of words, right? This person's brave, they're rebellious, they're impatient and impulsive. And this person just throws all the words at people and lets them sort it out. It feels like you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of coming with an explanation and not being invasive with the way that you teach. Allow people to come to you if they need the lesson. And, we can't badger people into leaving their vibration. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I think whatever you're doing, whatever's on the honoring path for you, Aries, in the month of May, you're going to start to see the financial benefits of that. And not only that, but I feel like being the teacher or learning the lesson here, knowing the difference between being the student and the teacher, I feel is going to bring you to the King of Pentacles energy. Now, I know you're a fire sign. You could have an earth sign placement. You don't have to, though. We do have the King of Pentacles, and that is stability. That is stability financially in the pentacle world. It's dependability. It's master manifestation. At this point, when you get to be the King of Pentacles, you don't even have to manifest anymore. It's almost like you're always in the energy of manifestation. And now these opportunities are going to find you along the honoring path. Yeah, I feel like with the Page of Cups being here, that it's really important that you remember that not everybody has grown emotionally, right? You might be the King of Cups. You might have a water placement, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Not everybody is there with you. Some people are in different vibrations. This vibration of the Page of Cups and the King of Cups, those are two totally different vibrations. This is the child, the one that doesn't really have the experience, the knowledge, or, whatever situations they have not come across yet. But I really feel like you're a person who is teaching people through words. So I feel like you're a speaker or a teacher or a life coach or something like that. And I feel like you are teaching people that if they are here, that you can teach them to be the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. Be patient, as I was saying before, because your moment of alchemy is coming here. I feel like in the moment of alchemy that you're going to be able to drop these 9 wands, whatever you've been carrying, and you're going to liberate yourself from whatever the heartache, heartbreak, or disappointment has been over the month of May. So take it all with a grain of salt. It's very temporary, this disappointment or sadness, because I feel like you know the lessons of the Queen of Swords, and you're about to stand up and be counted. And I feel like you're just not going to let the burdens or the worry or the fact that you haven't stepped across the threshold yet get in your way. I feel like you are practicing to be the Queen of Swords this month. All right, let's get these out of the way here, and let's talk about the love energy here. Let's talk about this. We have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So for those of you who don't have a love interest, you might be getting a love interest this month. We have the sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. So for some of you, if you're in a relationship, your relationship will possibly deepen. For those of you who are not in a relationship, I feel like you are meeting the sacred union. And the way you're going to know them is they are empathic. They're going to feel you before they see you. They're going to be able to answer questions that you haven't asked yet. It feels like there's going to be a lot of empathy going back and forth here between you and the person that you meet. But for those of you who are already in a relationship, I feel like their relationship is about to deepen. Tell me more about this for Aries, please. What's coming up in love in the month of May for Aries, please? We have the Three of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. Look, I feel like for some of you who haven't met someone yet, that you might be meeting someone who is, like the Queen of Wands. It could be someone who is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. It doesn't have to be. But what I want to say is this person's very independent. They're confident, independent. They're a business owner. They are someone who has a lot of tenacity, who does their own thing, colors outside the lines. I like to say, because it's Sagittarius energy with the Queen, she's a little bit of a weirdo. I have a Sag rising. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. So I feel like you've been waiting for someone to match your weirdo, I'm going to say. It does feel like you have that for those of you who haven't met this person yet, I feel like they might be almost a little bit intimidating, but not really, because you're a pretty big personality no matter where Aries shows up for you, right? You're a pretty big personality. You know the fire energy, and this person is someone who's tenacious. They're on their own, they're independent, and they are an entrepreneur as well. So I feel like your business, whatever you're gotten into, you are an entrepreneur. So I want to say that the Three of Wands is here. You've been waiting for someone like this? Oh, I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. That's Foreigner, right? And I got that song for another reading, but it feels like that's what you've been waiting. You've been waiting for a person like this to come into your life, whether it's a girl or not. We do have someone who is the Queen, but it can be feminine or masculine energy. We have 3 wands, right? You're almost ready to go on this adventure. I'm going to say it's very close. If you have not met someone yet, I feel like you will meet somebody closer to the end of the month, likely. But it looks like the adventure is almost here. We have 3 wands and 1 is 4. I feel like it moves really quickly into the stages of, should we get married? Should we move in? And this person is also a very fiery entrepreneur. You two might be in the same business. You might be in the same business, or you both have entrepreneurial experience. You're both ready to take risks. You don't mind taking risks, but in a very solid, sturdy, grounded, and stable way. So I feel like there is some sort of a sacred union coming up for you here, my friend. Yeah, and you know it already. And there's the Queen of Swords. Look, I feel like the Queen of Swords is a lesson you got to learn because you're meeting the Empress. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, right? And I feel like these are both very hard energies to deal with. I feel like you already know who this person is, or you already are getting downloads that you're about to meet somebody. This person is an Empress. They're very balanced. They have all the messages and lessons and wisdom of all the queens, right? Pentacles, cups, wands, and swords. And this person is very balanced in their own right. They're a divorcee. They're also someone who knows the Queen of Swords energy. And I feel like that's the reason why you had to learn the Queen of Swords energy in the month of May, because you're about to match with somebody who also has that energy. Aries, it looks like there is going to be a major love coming into your life this month. Somebody who you feel like you've known forever. Somebody who may be from a past life, but it could be somebody who you're very deeply connected to in this life. Take it for you as it resonates. I'm going to go right now Thank you so much for being here and watching. I will be back because I'm always back, Aries. And happy May to you. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.